Hello and welcome. My name is Nilaus and this is episode 91 of our season 7 of Let's Play, where we're building the mega base. So, first a disclaimer, I have been away from recording for quite a while. So for me, this is not just another episode, this is more of a restart. As I have done so, I've been looking around the base and I see some pretty cool things, but I also see some things that when I've been away for a while makes absolutely no sense, or is completely impossible to get an overview of. What I just did this episode, just to clean out my inventory, was just hook up these. So my overall plan, let's talk about that. I have two big projects while the base is picking up. Let's head back into the logistics area so the robots kick into gear and start cleaning up all the junk that I have in my inventory. Now, while the base is still in sort of a mode where it needs to finish up all of these modules that I need. Only when the modules are done will I be able to build as much as I want, right? I mean, that's when I start the actual work on rockets, because there's no point in building rockets when the rocket part would compete, for example, in terms of blue circuits with everything else there is, right? So I don't want to do that. That's why I'm not building anything related to rockets at this point. Now, that being said, if I stand here and wonder what is going on, what I've been doing previously was just plopping down this one and just looking at it and saying, well, okay, well, I have 70k batteries, that's probably good, 67k plastic. But what the trick here is noticing what is not there. For example, in this case, there's no copper and there's no iron. Oh, iron there is 2000, but there's no copper. So in this point, the copper is my issue, and that's where I need to work. But this is a silly way of doing it. So one of my big projects that I want to work on while the base is just kicking into gear is trying to find a way to get an overview. I'm going to build a command center where I'm trying to get the inputs into a collected area. Now, I've also added a few more mods, and I've done that specifically for the reason that to help me on this. Those new mods are kind of some convenience mods. They are materialized here. There's a smart display, which enables me to, with circuit networks, display, for example, what is available. It's quite simple, it's quite nice, but I think I need it. I have a recursive blueprint. That's coming back to my second big project. I have logistic train network. I'm so in love with this mod. It's unreal, and because of that, I want to. Why is that not unloading properly? There you go. Let's go back here. Recursive blueprints, I'm going to come back to that. And sticky notes. I think there's also one called text plates somewhere. Should be one called text plates. No matter. Why is that not there? I thought it would be. Maybe I have. Did I already research that by accident? Oh yes, I did. Text plate. They are useful for writing things, what's in each area, and I'm gonna use those. It's actually quite strange. Why? Okay, come on, not this whole thing again. The other big project is an automation of, and this is a big project, and I have no idea if I'm gonna make it. See, all of this is extremely well structured, in my opinion. So we have these very big squares. Each square consists of 4 squares. Now, I would love to be able to automate this. I mean, completely automate it. Like having a blueprint that expands by itself down here. And I could expand this way for some time, then I can turn around, expand it upwards. Because I basically have the idea that the base will be 4 of these, and then heading up and around. I mean, that's like the long-term plan. I'm just gonna keep building on it, and it's probably reaching into point 15. In any case, those are the two big projects, and I will in this episode start by trying to get an overview. First, I'm going to spend some time on getting some of these beacons or some of these items in use. Oh, I still have more crap there. Okay, so one of the key things is actually I will not use these. They serve no purpose. These are things that I do not need to build in ridiculous speed. So there's no point in me having them here. However, the science might be something, though I would in this case, since I want to speed them up, it'll not be like this. Those ones I could use. Okay, so what I do need to speed up though is the blue, because they're a bottleneck. You can see here the blue is not researching properly, so now it's gonna get sped up. Then I also for sure need to speed up this teeny tiny thing for speed modules, because that's the one. And then you know what, I'm just gonna what's the situation on, yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, so let's also speed these up. Now they are up and running. This one is missing engines. No, it's not. It's just not needing anything. Okay, so down here I want to speed these up. Speed, 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 speed. Is it even possible to productivity module these? Oh, it is. That's cool. It goes a bit slower though. How much slower? It's still much speedier. I'll do that. That saves a lot of materials. What about these? They're still plus 170 speed. It doesn't appear that it is doing anything, is it? Oh, that's speed 200. Okay, good. It is doing something. Great. Now we get the sticky notes. Those I'll try to, okay, and we also have loaders. I don't particularly think, well, I'm not going to use loaders, so that's just wasted research. Yes, thank you. I can see the science is getting a bit faster now. Now, where I want to focus right now is also just using the rest of these on my copper area. Where's my copper area? Yeah. Just get those loaders loaded. Are these all working? Yes, they are actually working. So what I need to do here is actually just take a blueprint of that thingy. I just stamp it down here. And I hope the power can take this. Right. I don't need those two. Why do I need 100 of these? I don't even know. Oh, that was for externals. And now my logistic train network. Are we getting? Yeah, I am requesting this. So still a lot of missing blue, or what is it called? Yes, speed module 3. Great. Now let's start heading over to the area where I want to build something. See, it would be tempting to build it over here, but if I do that, I'm gonna run in front of these trains all the time, and you know how that's gonna end up. Now the question is then, should I build it somewhere else? Should I maybe make some blocks in here? I think that might be a good option. Again, this one, it's slightly annoying, this part, that just these teeny tiny amounts, they block all progress. I have tons and tons of, so I don't want to stockpile. This is intended. I do not want to stockpile. What about steel? Do we have enough steel? Yeah, oh yes, definitely. Steel is not an issue at this point. Is copper getting better? No. It's eating away at the stockpile. Now, do I have a blueprint for this? Yes, I do. Great. So I'm going to expand that out, because I want to make sure that I use my command center in the good place. I want actually the command center to be down here. I don't want it taking up some of my best space. So let's build the command center here. Whoa, this is not correct because that's gonna overrule it. Isn't there a better one? That one, that's the one. There we go. Well, that's not doing much, is it? Why the hell is it not coding these into it? Right, let's request some concrete. Oh my god, that's just, now it's just cleaning up a lot of those garbage tech. Okay, well, I think that's too much. This one 500. And we're gonna do this there. It looks to be in the middle. Is that in the middle? I have no idea. It doesn't appear to be in the middle, but it appears to be exactly as this one. No, it's not. It's one off. There. Then we'll take this blueprint and I will refresh that. Going from up here to down there. This. And include tiles, but not include these. That will be our blueprint, and I have to put concrete and next concrete and big power poles. There, done. That's our blueprint. Okay, this seems a bit small to be. Let's work on some of these text files. What are they using? They need iron and they need copper. Well, fine. Oh, this is cool. So I can write names on it. Select a symbol. Okay, so. E. Oh, it doesn't work with any other inputs. Ah, they look good. They look very good indeed. I like this. I like this very much. What about when I pick it up? Yeah, they revert to just normal ones. Okay, so what is it actually I want? I think I want, generally speaking, the red wire. That'll be a global red wire. Okay, I'm gonna need wires there. No, that's gonna need a ton of wires. 200. I'm gonna build a system where, okay, first, what am I looking for here? That one, green wire. And take these out because I actually don't want them anymore. I'll just start using it down here. Just for the hell of it. I'm gonna use, I gotta burn this somehow. And I get these wires. So I guess that I will be, come on, robots, spend it. I'm gonna build one more. I guess I have to. There. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have requested 1,000 of each. I should have requested some and then used it. I have plenty of everything, so this really should not be a problem, this part. And now we're running out of charging capabilities. Great. Okay, now it's a very limited amount left. That I can accept that. There. There. And then just remove the rest. Good, so it doesn't disturb us. Now, perfect. So I'll have two things as input in this area. I don't know if I need to actually drag wire, but for now I think I need one of these, though I don't like them. That one, but I'm gonna cap it completely because this will give me input on logistics. Now how the hell are we gonna do this? What do I want to know? I want to know the state, and I should make them lined because then I can use my text plates. So the first part I want to know is, let's say copper. Small text plate, large text plate. Now I just want displays. Now I want, so I'll have one that says copper. That's not copper. C O P P, and of course I write it with copper signals. And then underneath that, I'm gonna have 3 indicators for, no, at least only one. Then I'll have copper, copper ore, and plates. Actually, let's just make it on the same copper ore. And can I blueprint it? Oh yes, I can. It looks strange though. And I need more. That's can I move this one? No, I can't. That would be slightly easier. Let's see that this like this. L slowly spelling my way. Copper plates, great. And the same with iron below. I'm gonna need some kind of visual indicator here. Sort of saying, if you start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And basically we're gonna drag, I'm gonna have some combinators, definitely. I need 10 combinators. Probably gonna move this further down so I have room for my combinators somewhere else. I can always clean up the area, but let me just try this at some point. Basically, I'm gonna have combinators here. This one says, for each input, if it is greater than 0, then output, let's just output everything green there. This one, oh, it actually outputs the input signal, but in this case I want it to be the input signal in terms of copper ore. Let's wire it up and see what happens. Red is input, green is output. There, 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 there. That's not how I want it. It's of course like this. And then I have the different modes. I have the read logistics content. So that's all logistics content here. What's the output? I can't see the output, damn it. Well, I'll just do this so I can see the output. There is no output, of course, because it's not hooked up. Well, that's also something we're gonna have to fix. I don't want to shadowing here. Here. So there's definitely something that needs to be moved. What is this one saying? This one's just getting 1.5 million in. I guess I kind of need to logarithmic scale. It's in terms of hundreds of thousands. Now, the next one is, I can't put logic on lamps. So that's no good. Let's try this one again. It might actually be different. So this one inputs or outputs or, meaning that it should actually be on the horizontal line. It should be on this line, like this. And then it'll be wired up to something else. Right, see what I'm thinking about is kind of this one is, all right, let's try it. I'm not very good with combinators, as you can probably tell. But I want to play with it. So this one basically filters on OR, and then I need to evaluate how big it is. This will be 2 inputs. Let's see, what's the input? I'm gonna output a light if this is, do I say copper ore? No, it has to be for, can't be for each, it can't be for everything, it can't be for anything. Must be for each, greater than 0, output 1, green light. Oh dear. What are we doing here? I don't see any outputs, so let me just check what the output actually is. It's 90. That's really peculiar, isn't it? How the hell would that be 90? This one's constantly updating. I want to see what output is from this one. It goes in the green. So that's 1.5 million. I don't know why that becomes 96 for anything. Oh, that's because there are 96 items for each one I input. For each one that's greater than 0, I output it. That makes perfect sense. It just doesn't make sense in the context of what I'm trying to do. Basically, I feel that I have to do one filter on OR so that I'll tell this one is OR. And then I need to do one that gets, but I'd really like it to be not so many converters, because this one, I mean, the easiest part would be just linking it from here to here. And then basically saying, well, if your input is greater than 0, output a green signal 1, and then that's the one. Okay, let me take this one out. Now I'm just gonna show this one. And this one will then be greater than 100,000. And again, I'm going to take the green input. Actually, I should make it a red input. Kill that one, make it red. There. This is outputting your green. Okay, these ones have to be use color when anything there, obviously. And this one would be 2 million. Since it's over 1 million, it doesn't really matter, but I get too many of these, way too many. And that's the part. I mean, I can like this and then say this one is 200,000, and then this one is, oops, 300. Oops, I have to remember to save it. That's always kind of what I forget. This is 400. Something, I think, oops, that's 500. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh crap. $200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Now, for example, if this one was something else, for example, iron ore. Why is it inputting 1.1? Right, so this one is actually when iron ore is greater than that, then you output iron ore. So there we go, that's how it works. These ones are anything above that. It would be nice if I could sort of make a combination of these two, so that this one would take the scale of it, and this one would filter on the content. I think that would be pretty nice. But I'm gonna play a bit with that. So for example, this one, I have no iron ore or no copper ore. But what if I change it to iron? I can see I have more than 200,000. We can also make it more advanced by having it changed to red if there's less than that, and even making it a logarithmic scale if I choose to do that. In any case, I think we are getting started on this. I won't be able to make it this close if I don't find a better way of making these displays. So I'm gonna have a look at that, and I don't want to sort of have that in a separate square with all my calculation. I want it relatively close, right? Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode as we continue to build our control module. Thank you, and bye.